Hey, it's Helen from 831 Designs here today with another incredible author. It's going to be fantastic. So I'm just going to add our author in, invite our awesome author on. Da, 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 da. Here we go. Do, do, do. My concentrating face. There we go. Invited. We're ready to rock. So tonight is a bit different. It's before Christmas. We're going to shake up your Christmas, tell you all about this author and her mission that she's on and what she's all about. It's going to be super exciting, and it's going to help you have an awesome Christmas and really push you through to have a healthy new year and get started now on your health, your fitness, and how you feel, your well-being, your energy levels. Now's the time, right before you're about to do all those silly things that we do at Christmas, where everyone stuffs their faces and gorges on food they don't normally eat. If you're here, say hi, pop a hi in the comments. If you too want to be an author, then click on the link and get into our competition. Got to be in it to win it, and you can win a full book deal. Yes, and then we'll be live. Ta-da! Which side are you going to put me on today? Just waiting for Dimple to accept the invitation, and then we will have our interview. Yay, so excited! And this is an author live from London. Yay! I guess declined the invitation. Oh no, let's try again. Okay. I've added you on. You should have a notification saying Laura's trying to add you to the live. So I'm from the UK, and today we actually have an author from the UK live from London. Yay! Super exciting stuff. This lady's out there making an impact. No answer from the guest. Okay, I'm going to add you again. You should have an invite coming up. Just accept it, and then it should connect us, and then it'll be awesome. So we're going to keep trying to add Dimple on here, and then she can tell us her message and her passion and share it with us. Have us all having an awesome Christmas and a great start to the new year. Okay, let's see what this does. Can't bring onto camera. What happened? What happened? Add. There we go. Hi Rich, hey! Thanks for watching. We're just having a technical issue, I guess. Just waiting for Dimple to accept the invitation, and then she can join us for an awesome interview, or this side, depending which way they throw us today. It's going to be awesome. It's a bit different before Christmas. It's going to be exciting. It's going to make people really think about what they're doing over the holidays and give everyone the best start to the new year. If we start now, we give ourselves a head start. Woohoo! Connecting, yay! Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay, we did it!
Hello!
You worried me for a moment.
So sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. The longer I wait, the crazier I get, so I'm really glad you joined in.
Yeah. I could hear you, and I'm pressing all the buttons going, please, which way? Hello, hello, hello.
Hi! So Dimple, tell everyone who you are and what is your book?
So my name is Dimple Thakrar, and I am the founder of Dimple Global. I am an author, TV expert, and international speaker. And coach, actually. I kind of lots of hats. So yeah. My book is all about, it's called Your Food Freedom, and it is all around it's 20 years of my work. So I am trained as a dietitian, a clinical dietitian. So I did that work and still do that work for 20 years, 23 now. And the book is all about the journey on why I became a dietitian, the struggles that people have and that I had myself with having the most amazing relationship with food. I now have. I didn't. So I'm also an NLP practitioner, and this book is, a lot of people think, oh, a dietitian's written a book, so it's all going to be about nutrition and recipes. There's not one recipe in here, because in my whole 23 years of working with people, I have learned that actually Most people know what they should and shouldn't do. It's the how, it's the why they don't do it. It's the, the sabotaging behaviors. It's the, oh, I know I shouldn't be eating this, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm
Feel
feeling
bad
fed
later.
up. Or, yeah, but yeah, the whole guilty eating. So this book is all around strategies on how to overcome that. And what's beautiful about it is that it's not a short-term fix. This is a long-term solution to all that negative food talk and food behavior. So I'm super proud of it because the results that people get are just magical. Because for me, it's not just the result they get themselves from doing the strategies, but it's what I call the ripple effect. So the impact it has on their families, the impact it has on their children. Because I started off at age 13 with anorexia, and I lost half my body weight. And yeah, so that's like the equivalent of me being 4 stone, which in pounds, I can't quite work that out right now because I know in the US you work in pounds, but it's probably the equivalent about 30 kilos. So that was my body weight then. I was nearly hospitalized, and I vowed that my children would never go through that. And that for me has been the biggest driver to the work I do, writing the book. And so all my work is around relationships. So it's around relationships with food, it's around relationship with yourself, it's around relationship with your loved one. So this book, I have actually had people lose weight over Christmas. People, I know, and still love the food that you want to eat. That's the key. The 3 principles behind this book are mindful eating, which is thinking about what you're doing. Intuitive eating is listening to your body, and I give you key strategies because I'm also an NLP practitioner, so neuro linguistic programming. So I give you key strategies on how to tune into what your body needs. And then the third piece is balance. It's about making sure your plate's balanced, and I teach you how to do that in the book. So really easy to read. Super excited about it. If I can tell you a little bit about a lady that I worked with, and she was a lady who came to me at size 20 plus, UK size 20 plus, which is quite a big size. And she had battled, she's in her 40s, and she had battled for, I would say since her teenage years, so 30 years, she had battled roughly with her weight, yo-yoing up and down, up and down. Every year at Christmas, she puts a stone on, every year.
Wow.
And we started working together. And I remember her saying it's not the best time. It was actually mid-December we started working together. And within the 3rd session, she came back to me in January and she said, since we've done these NLP strategies on eating when I'm hungry and stopping when I'm full, she said, I literally have eaten everything I want to and can't believe that I've left food. Can't believe that I've thrown food out and I've lost a stone.
Woohoo! Broke the habit.
I know. Exactly. So for me, my focus is not weight, but for a lot of people it is. So that's why I illustrate it with that example that you can get the results you want, but shifting your focus away from weight and more to what your body is asking will serve you. And I worked with that lady. I had 4 sessions with her in total. And that was 2 years ago, and she's continued to lose weight. And she just sent me a message saying, this stuff works. She spent something like £50,000 on stomach stapling, on gastrosurgery, on loads of diets all over the years. And yeah, so she's done incredible. That's just one story. So The reason I did the book was because I can't work with everybody.
Yeah.
There's only one of me. I want to get this message out as much as possible. And I now also have an online program that I'm launching in January that's 9 weeks to your food freedom. So it's all the principles in here, but with some added support, and you get weekly calls, group calls with me. So brilliant way of me being able to serve more people.
I love
Do you
it.
know? So
I love
that's
the way
kind
you're
of my
not just
passion.
trying to give them diet tips and nutrition tips and workout tips. You're dealing with the root of the problem. Most people eat because they're bored, they're sad. Just
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people just have that emotional. You speak to
There's a
most people
whole
that want to lose weight,
piece.
it's all emotion.
It's all emotional. You know what you should and shouldn't eat. I'm not going to patronize you. That's why there's a really small section in there on nutrition. I do clarify the evidence base around carbohydrates, protein, fat, so that it gives you some clarity, because there's so much bullshit out there. And there are so many people that are unqualified to speak about it. So you'll get celebrities on here on the social media saying this worked for me and this is amazing, and with the best intention, they're just telling you what worked for them short term. They will wholeheartedly say, I'm not qualified in this area, but because of their celebrity influence, they end up, loads of people end up really following them, and it's really dangerous.
Yeah.
So the first few chapters tell you about why I did this work. The second few chapters tell you about the key evidence, so you get clarity on whether you should be eating carbs, protein, how much of each, and good examples. And then I go into sabotaging behaviors, I go into emotional eating, I go into the impact of what happens when you change and everybody else around you is still going, you shouldn't be doing that, and you shouldn't, you know. So there's lots of support within the book. And there's exercises, it's a workbook. So there's exercises in there. I mean, Dimple's 5 protein rules, you know, it's just really easy, really easy. I'm trying to find the 10 food commandments, you know, just really key, simple things. And that's why I'm so excited about it, because I find it, the harder you make things, the less people are going to follow it. It's,
Absolutely.
for me, practical, common sense, down to earth, that can fit in with life. Because I've got 2 kids, I have a husband that works away a lot, I work away a lot. This is everything that I do and I teach my kids. So it has to work. Otherwise, there's no weird and wacky foods in there that you've never heard of. You know, goji berries and I don't know, all kinds of, you know, you have them if you want them. I'm practical. This is what you need on a plate, roughly. This is how it should look. Get your kids involved in it so they know what, so that you're future-proofing them. Because for me, that's my passion. Let me future-proof the children. You know, in England, 1/3 of children are clinically obese. 1/3 of children below the age of 11 are, and I'm sure, and 1/3 are clinically obese under the age of 11. What the hell is happening?
This is where you really grabbed me with the whole family thing. Because about 3 years ago now, I came home one day after a UPW event, and I was like, right, we're going vegan, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this. I said to hubby, you can do what you want, but this is what me and the kids are doing now. Because when you start learning, you just go deeper down the rabbit hole. So now we go vegan, we eat loads of fresh, we eat loads of live, and we haven't gone vegan, as in we've replaced all our products with vegan products. We've done the whole live thing with all the real foods. If it hasn't got ingredients, it's a real food. Like a carrot's a carrot. It's not got all this added stuff. And our kids, like anyone who follows us on social media, we chop up fruit and vegetables, make them all cool shapes, and they have a plate, and they make funny faces, or they make animals, and then they eat all this fruit and veg. And so you're absolutely right. Once you're on board, and you can sort yourself out with your emotional eating, your healthy habits, kids, they just want to join in. They want to copy you. That you're their role model. They just want to be you and copy you. So especially when we're somewhere hot, we're swimming, we're at the gym. The kids love Muscle Beach, doing all the cool swingy rings. And I want them to have, when they think of memories of us, I want it to be happy, healthy stuff. Oh, I miss mummy, I'm going to go to the gym. Because when we miss our parents, it's like let's veg out in front of the TV. Like they're like that old
Yes.
culture. Like we want to freshen it up and give that
Yes. Yeah.
family
Yeah.
the best start.
And I can tell you something for nothing. When you do that, my eldest daughter is now 20. She's at university in New York. So I have no influence because she's literally in another country. So I have no influence over how she eats or drinks or lives her life. Literally within a month of her being there, she had figured out where the nearest gym is. She had figured out menu plans for her and her roommate. She got her roommate cooking with her. They buy food together. Literally, I'm so proud as a mum. She opens her fridge and it's full of multicolours, and she's planned out. She says, Mum, it's much easier for us to buy weekly than keep eating out, and it's cheaper. So they alternate who's making the meals. So there's all that social interaction with it as well. And the other, I mean, you hit the nail on the head there, Laura. The beauty of being a role model is that you demonstrate and show amazing language and relationship around food, because parents don't realize that sometimes the language that they use around food and body image has a massive impact. It was actually some teasing by my sister that's caused me to become anorexic.
Wow.
And it was just simply her calling me fats. And that triggered, and that caused me to lose half my body weight.
Yeah.
And now I'm not blaming her, but what I'm saying is the power of language, you have no idea on the power of language. So therefore, as parents, if we're not even aware of what language we're using and the impact of it, how can we change it?
Yeah, we're so conscious of it.
So
My little 6-year-old started his book series at 4 because he has 8 books on Amazon, and his first one, because it's all about, it's called 3 Tips for Aliens, and he teaches aliens how to look after the humans as their pets. And his first one is how to feed your pet human, and it's all big, colourful activities, and it's like this is all the stuff you should eat, and you got all your fruits and veg and salad and all this cool stuff, drinking water, and all the stuff you shouldn't have with the candy and the candy floss and cakes and pizza and all this stuff. And it was a cool concept. He's a cool little kid. I loved what he did. But we watched a little kid and our mum read it on the train once when we were really busy and we were trying to help this mum with an upset kid. And they got to the page of what you shouldn't have. And the little kid looked at the mum and went, "Why'd you give me this?" And I was like, "Oh, it worked."
yeah. But also
kid.
I would be mindful of demonizing foods as well. That's the one other aspect I would say to you, because, and the reason I say that is because we live in a world where there's all that kind of food. And my kids eat pizza. My kids will eat some of that food, but it's about the balance of it, and that for me, because when you start to demonize some foods, what sometimes can happen is it can turn people the other way. So it's both spectrums. They can actually go to the really overweight or the really underweight. So it's about having that healthy relationship, the balance that sometimes you can have it and it's okay. So what? Don't make a big deal out of it. You just have it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's about that. It's exactly about that. So therefore, nothing is off limits, because the moment you say you can never have a piece of chocolate again,
Then
what the hell do you want to do? Exactly. So,
when we have
yeah.
event
So,
days,
yeah,
or we're traveling, because obviously we travel full time worldwide, if we've had a crazy
yes,
travel day, or we've had like a Tony event or some event that's gone on for days, and
yes,
we're like, "Ugh," we're the first ones to grab a pizza or to treat ourselves to our ice cream or do something that's kind of
yeah, exactly.
like it's that
It's
crazy day.
fine.
Let's just do something.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And so, what I teach in the book is very much around just loving who you are and what you eat, and not Stephanie? Yeah, I think so. We're back. We're back. Did you get
Okay, cool.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would
Did you
be
get
your
that?
one tip for everyone going into the Christmas season?
So the one tip I would say is, oh, can I give
Yeah,
three?
go for it.
Okay. The tips I would say for going into the Christmas season is enjoy what you're eating, okay? Eat it guilt free. Be mindful when you're eating. So when I say enjoy it, notice it. Don't gobble up the first three mouthfuls and then start noticing. Notice the first
Yeah.
mouthful. Enjoy the flavors, the sensation, even the smell, the look. Be mindful. And number three, just stop when you're full. Just as simple as that.
Yeah.
Just stop. And it's easier to stop when you're full, when you might eat one, a Brucey bonus, both one. Slow, just eat slowly.
That's so great.
That would be my,
You're so
yeah.
right with the mindful thing. When I put all my weight on a few years ago, it's because I had toddlers. So I'd prepare all this food, they wouldn't eat it, so I'd eat mine, and then I'd snack on theirs. Like, I just would, like, Mummy would hoover, like, whatever was left.
Yes.
And you keep doing that continuously, the whole compounding effect. Oh my gosh, it all went so wrong.
Yeah, and because you just wasn't even aware you were putting
No.
it in your mouth.
Whereas now we're all so aware
Yeah.
of everything. It's, yeah, like you say, when you're mindful of it. And when we be naughty and have chocolate or have ice cream, my kids will literally be like, "Ah, smell that, Mummy. You just brought all that back to me." How, like,
Yes.
when we're having something naughty, we appreciate every sense
Yeah.
of it before we even eat
Yes,
it.
absolutely. And I would actually encourage you not to use words like naughty and treat with it. Can you see
Yeah.
that? It kind of makes you go, oh, good or bad. Everything's okay. Everything's amazing, actually, because you can still have that fun with fruit. You can still have that fun and have that same excitement, do you know? Because then it doesn't make either or good or bad. It's all just great.
So good. Such
So
good advice.
those would be, yeah, those would be my tips. And you're not the only one to go into that because we all do it. Even I've tripped up and said, oh, we're going to go and have this as a treat. I never use food as a treat ever
Yeah.
because it's a natural thing that our bodies need, like water. We wouldn't use water as a treat, you
Yeah.
know? So that's my passion.
Well, thank you so much. Have you got
So,
anything else you want to share before you leave? Feel free, if you've got
yes,
links and stuff to your course in January, to pop them in the comments so people can find them.
brilliant. So there is a link to my book in the comments. Also on my webpage, dimpleglobal.com. If you click onto the Your Food Freedom menu, so I have two aspects to my business. I do intimate relationship work following my massive intervention with Tony Robbins. And then I also do relationship with food. So I basically cover your relationship with yourself, your intimate others, and the food you eat. And so in the Your Food Freedom section, you will see a link to my book. And if you want to get put on the list to be to have an application for the course, I don't accept everybody. I only accept people that I think I can serve. So if you want to be on that list, then put a hell yes in the comments. Let me know. I will connect you, okay? I will get my PA to send you out an application form and then we can go from there.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Maybe we should do a week on relationships and have some experts come in and share their knowledge.
Oh, that would be amazing. I would love to share my story. Love to. I've just literally done a day event on transforming your relationship last week in London. And I also did two keynote speeches all about transforming your relationship and a webinar for success resources. So it was a full on last week. Full on.
I love that.
So,
we do it with
and for
families.
those of you who don't know, Success Resources are the people that events company that run Tony Robbins' events worldwide.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, too.
Yeah, super excited
Awesome.
for that.
Well, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for sharing. I hope it's made everyone mindful of the eating over Christmas. If you can start now, the new year will be so much easier. You start with energy and you're already a head start of everybody else.
Absolutely, absolutely, and enjoy. And like I said, mindful eating. You can lose weight during Christmas.
Woohoo!
Incredible.
Win-win.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.